Results Centre with the very latest data. Ed?
Yeah, thanks, Jeremy. And you could probably see that on the bottom of your screen just a moment ago. This exit poll from Florida suggesting that Hillary Clinton has taken the state. That's according to this exit poll. 48% for Hillary Clinton, 46% for Donald Trump. So close. And Florida was always going to be one of those very close states. For me, one of the interesting themes of the night is actually this grey area here. That's the amount of people who are voting for other candidates, Gary Johnson and Jill Stein. Gary Johnson with the Libertarian Party and Jill Stein. This might well be the first election since 2000 when neither of the main candidates get 50% or more of the vote. Just shows you how people are driven away, potentially, from those major candidates. Let's have a look within Florida about some of those dynamics beneath the surface, because there is a kind of age story here, and then there's also a kind of race, ethnic story going on at the same time as well. Florida, of course, the Sunshine State, home to many retirees, and you can see that the older members of the population, 65 or over, tending to vote for Donald Trump. 55% voting for Donald Trump. But the younger they get, the more likely they are to vote for Hillary Clinton. And then we're seeing a similar dynamic across the racial ethnic backdrop as well. Just have a look at this. This shows you, and Florida has a large Hispanic population, Hispanic Latino population, very large in Florida in comparison to other states, and 64% of them are voting, perhaps unsurprisingly, for Hillary Clinton. 84% of black voters voting for Hillary Clinton. That's down a bit on the last election when Barack Obama was re-elected, and 61% of white voters voting for Donald Trump. The other story, of course, is Pennsylvania. Todd was mentioning that just a moment ago. Let's have a look at the Pennsylvania result and just see how that's actually holding out, whether it is indeed Hillary Clinton that's going to take that state. And look, 50%. According to the exit poll, 50% vote for Hillary Clinton, 46% for Donald Trump in Pennsylvania, a crucial battleground state for Hillary Clinton and indeed for Donald Trump. They really need to win that if they want to win the election. Have a look at the way that vote was actually kind of divided in terms of the gender disparities here, because again, we're seeing an enormous disparity in terms of female voters. So 58% of female voters voting for Hillary Clinton, 43% voting for Hillary Clinton of male voters. But there's also a kind of breakdown in terms of education. Let's have a look at the education side of things. Very interesting, by the way, that we get all of this data from the exit poll in the US. This is the official exit poll. We're the only UK broadcaster to have it. And it's interesting just how much detail there is about who was actually voting and why. College graduates, 55% of them voted for Hillary Clinton. Now, that's fascinating because last time around, it was the other way around. So it was 46% for Obama, 52% for Romney. So Romney was winning last time with college graduates. Obama was winning with those with no college degree. And it just shows you some of that kind of the debate about, you know, who is representing the white working class is actually reflected there in Pennsylvania. Let me just finish up by showing you the map as it currently stands, because we are now starting to see that populated. We did have a few more of those declarations recently, particularly those eastern seaboard states going to the Democrats over there. Kentucky, no surprise that that's gone to the Republicans, and Oklahoma over there to the Republicans as well. And you can see the running tally now. Hillary Clinton is leading now in this tally, 68 electoral college votes. Remember, it's all about those electoral college votes, all about the race to 270, but we are still a long way off that. We're going to see what happens in Florida. We're going to see what happens in Pennsylvania, and that could well decide who is going to be in the White House.